in my white robe, waiting for my results of my breast ultrasound. I mentally went through the 100 things that I could be doing, and the 1,001 things that I had to do within the next 2 weeks before school opened. My mind was not focused on the ultrasound results, because I simply knew all would be well. I just had that kind of faith. The kind of faith that works in your favor, the kind of faith that works on your time, the kind of faith that works for your needs. When they finally called me in and informed me that I had to be scheduled for a biopsy because they found something, I went back to my faith. And thus, my journey of truly cultivating and strengthening my faith began. My journey of being lavished with countless blessings from God began to unfold. And my journey of giving up control and surrendering to God's plan instead of what I thought His plan was began. On August 19, 2011, 2 weeks after my ultrasound, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. 3 months later, after a series of MRIs and consultations, I underwent a mastectomy of the left breast, and a 12-millimeter tumor was removed. My prayer at that stage of my journey was of my lymph nodes to be free of cancer, and that was one of my countless blessings. In December, with my port in place, I began the fight of my life to make sure that this cancer had no chance of thriving in my body. As I began this stage of treatment that involved 12 rounds of chemotherapy and 36 radiation treatments, I made the choice to focus on being positive and grateful for all the blessings that were bestowed upon me. I embraced the full range of emotions that came with that stage of the journey. Even though there were many days, many low days, days of tears from exhaustion, from not feeling normal, I tried to see the humor in all. No spending all day at the beauty salon, no shaving the legs, no PMSing. I learned to see the daily small miracles in my life and to thank God for the countless blessings. Amen. Fighting cancer is the hardest thing I'd ever done, and with the help of my beautiful and forever giving mother, the encouragement from my loving, devoted sons, and support of my family, friends, and students, I have won the battle. Amen. However, I've continued my journey with the aftermath of breast cancer. I am adjusted to my new normal that involves what seems like a never-ending reconstruction process. But on the positive side, I get to have a flat tummy without the work in my 50s. I get used to chemo brewing, but on the other hand, I now have an excuse for forgetfulness. And I have to take medication every day for several more years. My new normal is taking better care of me, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. My new normal is laughing, singing, dancing, and giving praise. My new normal is to separate those things that are not important in life and to fully appreciate the absolute magnificence of the gift of now. I urge all women and men to do regular self-exams, but I would especially encourage women to do 3 times. 1, while standing, hold your hand above your head and examine your breast with the others. The second, while laying down, hand behind your back, examine the breast. And the third, and most important, is leaning forward and examining your breast. Because at that point, you're able to distinguish if there are any different lumps, because when you lay backward, you're only feeling on the front side. When you lean forward, you get to examine the entire breast. I suggest that you get regular mammograms and ultrasounds at breast centers. Breast centers have doctors there that instantly read your mammogram or ultrasounds. At the outlets, I call them outlets, that I used to go to before going to the breast center, there was never a doctor to examine it. Therefore, mine was undetected for several years. Wow. Going to the breast center at Memorial West or any major hospital, you get to get instant results from a doctor, and a doctor can tell you right then and there whether you need to further that investigation. That's extremely important. And finally, I implore you to focus on a healthy lifestyle of eating well and regular exercise. I am Bianca Stiles, a very proud and blessed mother of 2 magnificent sons, Basil and Brett. I'm a daughter of the most amazing and selfless woman, Janet Stiles, who too is a breast cancer survivor. And a humble, inspirational father, William Stiles, who is currently battling lymphoma in Nassau, Bahamas. I'm a teacher of 30 years who has been touched by countless students and wonderful parents. I'm a breast cancer survivor of 3 years. Thank you for allowing me to share my journey, and God bless all of you.